We are back for our second presentation today of Arkansas Tech Baseball. I'm Caden Hauser today, joined by Jonah Procott. And in case you missed our first game of the day, Arkansas Tech had quite the ninth inning. They were trailing 2-5 heading into the bottom of the ninth. They get 2 runners on and brings up the leadoff hitter Derek Rocket, who had a 3-run shot to right field to tie it up at 5-5. Then the Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm took out their starting pitcher, who made it all the way to the bottom at the ninth on 135 pitches. Sub him out. They put in a new pitcher, and then he gives up a solo shot to senior shortstop Cole Dawson on a walk-off home run. It was quite the ending, and now we're here for Game 2. Jonah, what are you expecting?
I expect a lot more offense in this one coming from the Wonder Boys. I'd assume Southern Nazarene actually kept their best pitcher for Game 3 since it is a shorter one in 7 innings. But I won't be surprised if there's a lot more offense in this one compared to last game. Daniel Hutchinson comes into this one, 5.32 ERA for the Wonder Boys. He's 5-5 this year. He's thrown 44 innings, given up 44 hits, 26 earned runs, 16 walks, 30 strikeouts. Solid numbers for the righty.
This one's sent through the gap where Cole Dawson would originally be, but in a shift for the first batter. Gives a first runner on and a base hit for Southern Nazarene. This one also roped through the same area. This will be another single for Southern Nazarene, sent right through the gap between third and short. That's 2 quick runners on for Southern Nazarene. That starts with Cade Rosh and Josh Bay. That brings up the catcher, Kane Springer, have the same top 3 for Southern Nazarene. Actually, same top 5. Extends all the way through the lineup. This game, Ryder Shovelhut will get the start in left field. Only real difference in the lineup for Southern Nazarene. This one fouled off.
Yeah, I'm sure they're hungry for a win after almost getting it in Game 2 earlier. Just an insane blow-up from the Crimson Storm.
This one too high, pushes to 1-1. Kane Springer had a solid performance in the first game. I think they continue that here in Game 2. They are off to a good start with 2 runners on, no outs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Senior pitcher Daniel Hutchinson will need to calm down. This one gets sent foul to the right side and out of play.
Hutchinson was a really good strikeout pitcher last year for the Wonder Boys. This year, only 30 strikeouts in 44 innings.
This one too low. Count pushes to 2 each.
Springer ripped a couple doubles in Game 2. Had 2 RBIs in the 3rd inning.
Breaking ball drops in for a ball. That'll push the count to full.
Nasty pitch there from Daniel Hutchinson. Just a little bit too much movement. Does it get Springer to swing?
This one roped up the middle, and that'll likely bring in a run. Rounding home, gets in easily. No slide, no contest at the plate. Southern Nazarene jumps out to a 1-0 lead. 3 batters, 3 hits, brings up Blake Brinkmeyer.
Yeah, Springer absolutely sat on a fastball there in the full count. Hutchinson delivered him one on a silver platter, making him pay, ripping that one up the middle. Another RBI for Springer.
First one taken high, ball 1. Brinkmeyer to the plate. Third baseman. Rips one down the first base line, but goes foul. Rough start for Hutchinson on the mound. He's given up 3 straight hits and a run already, but can still settle down and get in a groove and pitch a solid game, but they're already going to have a meeting at the mound.
Yeah, and a much needed one too. Hutchinson looks a little spat up out there. You don't see that often from him. I'm sure this start means a lot to him. Last home start for him. Hopefully that mound visit does its dividends. Hutchinson can get back in there.
First pitch after the mound visit goes low in the dirt.
Looks like he's even over pitching a little bit, throwing a little bit too much into there. Sure, he's all juiced up.
This one's sent to third, taken out of bounds by Brendan Bard. Flips to third, to first, not in time. They get the force at second, but can't flip to first quick enough. Runners on the corners now with just 1 out.
Yeah, Bard decides to take the risk and try to turn 2 instead of tagging out the runner at third or going to third base to get the lead runner. He throws to Drew Vega at second, hoping to turn that double play. Doesn't get that. Now it's first and third, 1 out. James Bodine.
First pitch ball now to Bodine.
Hutchinson does throw a lot of balls in the dirt. Weston Johnston is going to have himself a tough day behind home plate, trying to keep everything in front of him, as he does there.
It's 2 back-to-back. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out. Next delivery. This one sent on a bounce. Good play by Brendan Bard. Throw to first. In time. Brings in another run. But that is a great play at third by Brendan Bard. Back-to-back outs recorded by him. And now Southern Nazarene holds a 2-0 lead with 2 outs.
Yeah, as a pitcher, you're definitely thinking, man, I beat him. I got him to get weak contact on a rollover, but still you score a run, and we don't even get out of the inning. It's unfortunate for Daniel Hutchinson, but he's going to have to grind this inning out.
That one skips off the mid of Weston Johnston. Runner advances to third, no throw. They got 1 runner on. That's on third. You got Braden Pingle at the plate. Swing and a miss there. Gets off the glove of Johnston again, but does a nice job of getting to it before anyone can advance.
A lot of movement on that one. Johnston just sitting up outside. Hutchinson missing inside. Not easy for a catcher to snag that.
Swing and a miss. Strike two. Good work, Daniel Hutchinson. Giving up the 2 runs, but can still get out of this inning with not too much damage done. This one hit to Brendan Barty. He can record all 3 outs. Throw to first is on time. And it is. Nice grab from Tyler Sardelli over at the first base bag. Arkansas Tech trails 2-0 at the end of the top of the first with the bats out. Back for the bottom of the first inning, leading off for Arkansas Tech will be the sophomore Derek Rocket. He'll be followed by Cole Dawson, the man of the day, and followed by Tyler Sardelli. Pitching for Southern Nazarene will be number 7, Justin Trucks. Jonah, what can you tell me about him?
Well, he has the best stats on this staff, which is saying a lot because he has an 8.49 ERA. He's 0 for 5. Thrown 1 complete game. Didn't get the win in that. 41 innings pitched, 63 hits given up, 39 earned runs, 25 walks, 40 strikeouts. Just really not good stats across the board for this Crimson Storm pitching staff.
Fully expecting an offensive masterclass from both teams here. Wonder Boys are, of course, probably going to be trying to ride the high of that last game where they had the phenomenal 9th inning last time they were batting. It's back-to-back home runs. Now Derek Rocket faces a 1-2 count.
Tries to go backdoor breaker there. Working off that fastball outside. Good sequence. Just can't get enough on it. Looked like it gyroed out of his hand. Might have slipped.
Rocket sends a worm burner up the middle. Play made by the shortstop. Great throw by Dominic Garcia. Gets him in time. That's a quick first out for Southern Nazarene. That'll bring up Cole Dawson.
Cole Dawson was 0 for 4 going into that last at-bat in Game 2 where he delivered the game-winning home run. Went back-to-back with Derek Rocket. What a moment for him and head coach Dave Dawson, his dad, to deliver a win on senior day.
That one travels too far outside. Crowd isn't as big for this game as it was the first, but still good amount of people out here at Carl Baswell Field for this 3rd game of this series. Arkansas Tech leads the series 2-0. won Friday night with a win of 14-1. And won just about 45 minutes ago with a final of 6-5.
Now they only sit 2 games back of Arkansas Monticello, who did lose to Southeastern in Game 3 and lost that series. So if the Wonder Boys can pick up a win here against Southern Nazarene, they'll be 1 game back of first place. They hold the tiebreaker over Arkansas Monticello, which is a head-to-head matchup where the Wonder Boys won 2 out of 3 games here at the Baz earlier this year.
That one skips off the glove of Kane Springer, and that'll be a walk for Cole Dawson. Good start to the day for him. Wonder Boys get 1 runner on with 1 out.
That will be the first baseman, senior Tyler Sardelli. He's been awesome this year. Mostly reached base in this series on walks. There goes Cole Dawson, and this ball goes straight to the backstop. Catcher Springer was trying to throw out Dawson before he even caught the ball.
Skips off the top of the mitt there. Goes back to the backstop. Holds Dawson at second. Steal attempt pans out in his favor for sure.
I won't be surprised if the Wonder Boys get a lot more aggressive on offense and on the bases in Game 3 here.
That pitch taken inside for a strike. Pushes the count to 1-1. This one too high and outside, ball 2.
Truck's having some issues with that breaking ball. Letting it leave his hand a little too early. It's an arm side.
That one also too far outside, similar location. Got the 3-1 count now in favor of Sardelli. Too low. 5-pitch walk for Sardelli brings up Kirby Jenkins.
Kirby has been by far the best hitter for the Wonder Boys this year, leading them in every major category hitting-wise. Been Operation Get On for Kirby most of the year for this offense. Looks like they have that operation running here in the bottom of the first.
Hit a solo shot last game in the 2nd inning. Give the Wonder Boys their first run of the game, and that would be the only run they would score till mid-game, and then they'd have 2, and then follow that up with a 4-run 9th. Takes a big cut there, can't fully connect.
And Kirby got a fastball at the bottom of the zone there, usually something he tattoos. This time getting a little bit too under it.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 runners on. Another big swing from Kirby Jenkins, can't quite connect fully.
Yeah, fastball up and in. I'm really surprised Trucks doesn't go to an off speed here in an 0-2 count. Decided not to there, ran it up and in on Kirby.
Count stays the same, no balls, 2 strikes. Next delivery from Trucks. Dawson breaks, both runners break. That one skips through. Dawson's going to be able to jump over it and catch home. In with no throw. Great steal, double steal attempt. Runners advance First, second now, and a run comes in with one out.
Great Super Mario-esque jump there from Cole Dawson, leaping over that ball, avoiding the out. Good piece of hitting there from Kirby Jenkins. 0-2. Pitch left over the middle. Truck struggling to find the zone consistently, and then left that one in the zone when he was finally up. Looks like that's going to warrant a mound visit for him. Not even the pitching coach this time. It's going to be the head coach trying to talk to his team.
Didn't seem too happy either.
Yeah, it was just a really bad 0-2 pitch against the best hitter. Throw it anywhere but in the zone. Especially when Kirby Jenkins seemed to be in swing mode. Swung at that up and in fastball that might have been out of the zone. He has every reason to be upset with this pitcher. Now he's laying into the home plate umpire. Tensions are certainly running high.
He's going to get himself a warning here.
That'll be a written warning for Southern Nazarene's head coach. That'll be Chris Modelmog. Trucks are already up to 18 pitches thrown. Only one out here in the first.
Redshirt freshman Weston Johnston to the plate now for the Wonder Boys. With only one out, they have two runners on. It's first and second. That'll be Kirby Jenkins and Tyler Sardelli. Switching the lineup around a little bit, Weston Johnston was at the 7 spot in last game. Moves back to his usual spot of the 5. Takes the first pitch ball.
He's been awesome in this series, spraying around a bunch of singles. Now finally he gets some runners on for him to do some damage. Levi Martin goes into the 6 hole.
This one too high.
Catcher Springer saying Trucks brought that in a little too hard. Some heat on that one. You don't see that often from a catcher.
2 balls, no strikes now. This one roped down the third base line. That's going to bring in at least 1 run. Rounding third is Jenkins. He goes as well. Cut off, home, not in time. Wonder Boys extend the game, extend the inning, and they tack on 2 runs, taking a 3-2 lead on the RBI double by Weston Johnston.
Yeah, the move pays off for head coach Dave Dawson, moving Johnston up in the lineup. Reps that double down the left field line. Good clutch hit with runners on for the redshirt freshman.
Levi Martin to the plate now. He was in the 5 spot last game. This one low and inside by Trucks.
Won't be. Looks like Southern Nazarene is already getting someone warmed up. Trucks won't get the leash that Game 2 starter had.
Garrett Payne, he was really good for a majority of that game. In the 3-run shot there at the bottom of the 9th. Before that, he really just had this Wonder Boy lineup puzzled. Now Martin faces a 1-1 count. That one too high, 2-1 count. Levi Martin sends a shot into the gap. This one's going to get down and get off the wall. That's going to bring around a runner. Martin tries to go three. He's probably going to get gunned down. If a good throw, the tag in time. Levi Martin tries to extend for a triple. Can't get it. And coming around to score is the catcher, Weston Johnston. Arkansas Tech now leads 4-2.
Yeah, gritty play there from Levi Martin trying to catch the center fielder sleeping. Pingle did kind of have some issues picking up that ball, but a good throw certainly would have got Levi Martin, and it did.
Tommy Kaya to the plate now. Takes a first pitch strike. Pulls back on the potential bunt attempt there. Count now sits 1-1. Kaya sends this one traveling foul. And the grab cannot be made by the third baseman, Blake Brinkmeyer.
Yeah, likes to not go with the basket catch over the shoulder, which is certainly the right play there. Tries to stab at it with a backhand. Comes up unsuccessful. Not a great play there from Brinkmeyer.
One ball, two strikes, two outs now for Kaya. Sends it through the gap between first and second. That'll extend the inning for the Wonder Boys.
Yeah, so now instead of getting his third out, Trucks has to continue fighting here. After Kaya
Model
rips a
Mog.
single.
Model Mog headed back out yet again.
It looks like that's going to be the day for Trucks. Doesn't even make it through the first inning. Only getting 2 outs, 3 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, no strikeouts. A couple extra base hits, both of them doubles. Now it'll be number 25, Clayton Ward, on the mound for the Crimson Storm.
Pitching change for Southern Nazarene. Now down number 25, Clayton Ward.
Clayton Ward has a 9.59 ERA, which is below average for this team. Believe it or not. He's 2 for 1 this year. This is his 15th appearance. He's thrown 25 innings, given up 38 hits, 27 earned runs, 13 walks, 13 strikeouts, 16 extra base hits.
One of only 2 pitchers with a winning record on this squad.
And he'll face Brendan Bard, Drew Vega on deck.
It's kind of odd that you see Trucks have such a short leash. I mean, it was a rough start. Gave up 4 hits and 4 runs, but usually you'd see him at least make it through the first inning.
Yeah, that's likely coming because Southern Nazarene actually hasn't gone through a lot of their pitching. They have a bunch available, so do the Wonder Boys. So I expect short leashes on both sides today, or in Game 3 here. Ward has a funkier delivery, certainly unique. See if that throws off these Wonder Boy hitters.
Brendan Bard at the plate now for the Wonder Boys, batting in the 8th spot again today. He's followed by Drew Vega. He's on deck.
Bard's played an awesome third base here in this series. bunch of plays made.
Check the first, not in time, before we see the first pitch here from Ward.
Had all 3 putouts in the top of the first. Tommy Kaya with a large lead over there.
That one travels too far outside. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. There's a strike delivered to Bard, pushes the count to even at 1-1. Bard sends one high in the air. Won't escape the infield play made by Garcia, the shortstop. That takes us to the end of the first inning. 6 total runs scored here in the first. Arkansas Tech leads that, though, 4-2. Returning for the top of the second inning, pitching for Arkansas Tech will still be Daniel Hutchinson. Batting now for Southern Nazarene will be the 7-hole hitter in Aiden McCullough. First pitch strike delivered from Hutchinson.
Sure, Hutchinson can calm down a little bit more on the mound, knowing that he's pitching with the lead.
Another strike delivered there from Hutchinson. Pushes the count to 0-2. Very aggressive here to start this inning.
The biggest thing for him is just landing his off speed. If he can throw his off speed in the zone, that makes his fastball that much better.
That pitch will not catch the zone there. Count goes 1-2. Swing and a miss there. Hutchinson picks up his first strikeout of the evening. That one comes on 4 pitches.
A good sequence there from Daniel Hutchinson. Picking up his first strikeout.
That pitch too high for the umpire's liking. Ball 1. This one too low. Ball 2.
Hutchinson does throw that cutter a lot more. Maybe anything. Throws it again there after throwing it low for ball 2. Gets to 2-1 now.
2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Home plate umpire returns to where he resides. Ryder Scheibelhut to the plate. This one travels to the backstop and out of play. Another foul ball. This one sent down the first baseline. Pitch too high, and that'll be a walk delivered from Daniel Hutchinson. That'll be his first of the day. Give Southern Nazarene a runner on with 1 out.
Yeah, had a really good sequence against the first batter. Now this one, not so good here against Scheibelhut. I got a speedy runner on first for Dominic Garcia, who went yaya in game 2.
Pitch there, can't find the zone. Count goes 1-0. Just the one lone out so far in this inning as we reach the tail end of this Southern Nazarene lineup. Delivers in a strike there. After Dominic Garcia, lineup flips over to Cade Ross. This pitch too high. Taken for ball 2.
Yeah, don't expect Daniel Hutchinson to last long if he can't land his other pitches in the zone other than his fastball. Wonder Boys only used Ashton Greenlee out of the bullpen today.
Count now even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ashton Greenlee now over 30 pitches. Runner goes, throw from Johnston, tag in time. Weston Johnston makes a nice throw from home plate to second base. Nice double play. Arkansas Tech gets out of the inning as they lead 4-2.
Welcome to St. Mary's Regional Health System, your trusted healthcare partner in Russellville. Since 1925, we've grown alongside our community, providing compassionate care to generations. With advances in technology and a dedicated team, we continue to evolve, driven by our mission of making communities healthier. Thank you, Russellville, for allowing our family to care for yours. St. Mary's Regional Health System, making communities healthier.
Back for the bottom of the second inning, leading off for Arkansas Tech will be Drew Vega before the lineup flips over. Too far outside there on the delivery from Clayton Ward. He's pitched 1/3 of an inning so far. Came in relief in that first inning.
Got Trucks unable to get out of the first, only picking up 2 outs.
Outside strike delivered there from Ward.
Four through 7 hitters for the Wonder Boys, all have hits today.
Too far outside there from Ward. Arkansas Tech got to the middle of that lineup and really had the bats heat up. Picked up those 4 runs on those 4 hits. Also accompanied by a Cole Dawson walk and a Tyler Sardelli walk. Swing and a miss. Evens the count up at 2.
Vega does only have 10 strikeouts this year.
Vega thinks about going but holds back, pushes the count to full.
6 walks to go with those 10 strikeouts. And over 120 at-bats.
Fouls this one off to the right side. Count stay the same.
Really good at doing things like that, fighting. Put balls in play. Giving himself a chance to get on base.
Next 3-2 goes too high. Awards Drew Vega with a walk. Some more action in the pin for the Crimson Storm. Pitchers aren't getting the long leash today, at least for this 3rd game.
Yeah, that might be because Game 2 starter for the Crimson Tide had too long of a leash to the point where he blew it.
This one goes too far outside. Good eye there from the leadoff hitter, Derek Rocket. He's had a pretty successful week overall. Starting pitcher for the shutout for the midweek game against Christian Brothers. And in game 2, just about an hour ago, hit a 3-run bomb in the 9th inning.
He's also had a couple outfield assists from left field in this series. Had one in Game 1, then in Game 2. That was in the top of the 9th, too, and gave them a lot of momentum going into the bottom.
Too far inside. Not far enough. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Vega with the hefty lead at first. Aggressive secondary.
This one sent to the shallow center. It will be taken in by the second baseman, Cade Ross. Vega retreats to first. Now with 1 out, Cole Dawson heads to the plate.
Dawson walked first time he was up in this one. Did not face Ward. Ended up scoring one of those 4 runs.
Too far outside on the first delivery to Dawson. Last ever game for these seniors here at Carl Baswell Field. Strike delivered there. Runs across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Check back to first. Drew Vega's back in time. Dawson sends one down the right field line and foul. Count goes 1-2.
Again, Dawson's really good at going the opposite way with outside pitches. Does so there. Just sat a little bit too much on it.
Count stays the same. 1-2. Pitch clock gets just inside 10. The delivery goes opposite way again. Nice play made from first. Oh, never mind. Made a nice grab at first base coach, but then couldn't complete it with the throw.
That looked like a Magic Johnson pass. Looking one way, throwing the other.
Dawson gets one in play. Turn the double play, and that gets Southern Nazarene out of the inning. They flip the 5-4-3 double play. Texas to the end of the second. Arkansas Tech still leads 4-2.
Are you ready to get in on the action at Arkansas Tech? Join us for a campus tour and see firsthand why we're the perfect fit for you. Explore these state-of-the-art facilities, meet our friendly faculty and staff, and discover the vibrant student life that awaits. As a bonus, we are now giving bilingual tours in Spanish.
¿Te gustaría conocer el campus de Arkansas Tech? Contáctanos hoy y descubre por qué esta universidad es el lugar donde comienzan los sueños grandes. From our beautiful campus to our endless opportunities, there's something for everyone at ATU. Visit atu.edu/admissions to schedule your tour today and to start your journey to success.
Southern Nazarene right on track as they get back to the top of their order. Cade Ross will lead off.
He's 1 for 1 in this game. Had a single in the first, ended up scoring.
Hot shot sent to second. Drew Vega comes up with it, flips it to first.
1 pitch, 1 out for Daniel Hutchinson, just what he needed. Now he'll face Josh Bay.
Hutchinson's really settled down into this game, hasn't given up a hit since the third batter in the lineup who is on deck now, which is Kane Springer. Give up a walk to Ryder Scheibel Hutt, but flipped a double play. Now Josh Bay to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with the single.
Scored the other run for the Crimson Storm in this one.
Count now at 1-1. Fouls went off and out of play. Fouls another one off and out of play to the same location. Count stays 1-2.
Hutchinson looking for his third strikeout in as many innings.
And he gets it right there on a breaking ball down the middle. Pushes to 2 outs for Southern Nazarene. Brings up Kane Springer.
Kane Springer brought in both those runs earlier. Ripped a single. 3 singles in a row to start the game against Daniel Hutchinson. Certainly settled in since then. Good cutter there.
Fires in that first pitch strike. Appeal to first, no go.
Tried doubling up on that. This time it's fading out of the zone. Springer doesn't swing.
This one fouled off. Count goes to 1-2. Can't catch the zone there. Travels too far outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 3rd inning. Arkansas Tech has the heart of their order up at the 3-4-5 hitters, and we're about to see them here shortly as Daniel Hutchinson picks up yet another strikeout. And up to the plate when we return will be Tyler Sardelli at the bottom of the 3rd. Back for the bottom of the 3rd, Tyler Sardelli will lead us off. Had a walk in his first plate appearance, came around to score. He's going to be followed by Kirby Jenkins and Weston Johnston. First pitch strike delivered from Clayton Ward. He came in, he's thrown 1 1/3 so far. The only thing he gave up was a walk.
Sardelli taking that inside fastball for strike 1. Not normally someone who swings at inside pitches. Likes his middle to away.
That one's sent in the air into the infield, taken in by second baseman Cade Ross. Quick first out for ATU. Pushes over to Kirby Jenkins.
Kirby's 1 for 1 today. Ripped an RBI single. That scored Cole Dawson from second base.
First pitch strike in this at-bat as well from Clayton Ward. Attacking batters early in their at-bats, putting them behind 0-1. Wonder Boy batters don't offer on the first pitch here often. Count goes to 1-1. This pitch fired in for a strike as well. And of course, some batters lay off on the first pitch more than others. As a pitcher, do you start to recognize when a batter isn't going to offer at a first pitch most of the time?
Yeah, usually by game 3 you get a good feel of what a hitter's looking for up there. You might realize from the dugout that he is taking the first pitch every time, so you just try to get ahead and land that first pitch strike. I wouldn't say it's a tendency for any of these Wonder Boy hitters, though.
2-2 count now to Kirby Jenkins. Inside and high. Full count.
Ward really struggling with whatever that pitch is. He's left that one away a few times now, anytime he's gone to it.
This one goes too far outside as well. Kirby Jenkins earns himself a walk. Still no hits allowed for Clayton Ward, but he's given up 2 walks now. Gives the Wonder Boys a runner with just 1 out, and that'll bring up Weston Johnston.
Catcher number 5, Weston Johnson.
Johnston had a double in his first at-bat. That scored Tyler Sardelli. And Kirby Jenkins.
First pitch to Johnston is high. No call, strike. Ball 1. Another pretty game here at the Baz. Scattered clouds, but mainly sunny here. Dirt and grass look beautiful. Check to first. Kirby Jenkins get back in more than enough time.
And that sun really gets tough when it starts setting like this, especially with fly balls. Normally going into the sun as a center fielder and right fielder.
Runner goes, throw. Can't grab it cleanly on the bounce. That'll be a stolen base for Kirby Jenkins.
That's Kirby's 13th stolen base this year. 15th attempt. Only caught stealing twice. Shows off the speed there.
Weston Johnston gains an advantage count of 2-0. The runner in scoring position now. Arkansas Tech is 3 for 3 today with runners in scoring position. Big swing and a miss there. Swinging for the fence.
Yeah, I saw the 2-0 fastball out of the hand, but Ward has some good run on it. Ran inside on Johnston. Can't quite make a connection with that.
That one goes inside as well. Can't get a good call. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Check to second. Back in safely. Inside, can't get a call. Johnston picks up a walk. He stays 1 for 1 on the day. Arkansas Tech stays 3 for 3 with runners in scoring position. They now have 2 on with 1 out, and that brings up Levi Martin.
So the Nazarene does have another pitcher warming up in the bullpen. He actually throws a wild pitch, and the ball gets on the field.
Don't see that too often. This one fouled back by Levi Martin.
Levi's 1 for 1 today. Got thrown out at third base, trying to stretch a double into a triple after hitting the left center gap.
Looking to repeat that here if he can. It's Clayton Ward. Nice delivery there from Ward. That'll be a strike. No balls, 2 strikes now, 1 out. Too far outside. Good job behind the dish by Springer to come in with that one. Not let it get away. Let the runners advance.
Which we've seen plenty of pass balls in this series.
Similar location again from Clayton Ward. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 delivery from Ward. Similar location. Not as much juice on it this time from Levi Martin, but puts it in the same spot. He's going to extend to a double yet again. He has 2 doubles on the day now. Another runner advances from first to third. That's Weston Johnston. Kirby Jenkins comes around to score. Arkansas Tech holds a 5-2 lead.
Yeah, and that's going to be the day for Clayton Ward. He goes 1.2 innings. Giving up a run.
Not much promise for the incoming pitcher from what we've seen so far, with the one thing we've looked over and saw was a wild pitch that escaped the bullpen.
Looks to be number 31, Leighton Reither. Coming in for Southern Nazarene. Trying to put an end to this bleeding.
5 runs, 5 hits now for Arkansas Tech. Still no errors for either team.
Leighton Reither comes into this game with the lowest ERA for this pitching staff. 6 ERA. He's 1-0. This will be his 11th appearance on the year. He's thrown 12 innings, given up 11 hits, 11 runs, 16 walks, but 15 strikeouts. Some interesting stats there from Reither.
Yeah, the strikeout number is pretty high compared to the innings pitched, and averages over 1 per inning. Featuring a nasty breaking ball, it looks like so far.
More of an over-the-top delivery. Tommy Kaya digging in to face Reither, first batter he'll face. Tommy's 1 for 1 today, has a single in the first inning. There's an opportunity to get a couple RBIs here.
Too far outside for the first pitch. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out now for Leighton Reither. Next one goes too far outside as well. Got runners on second and third. That's Levi Martin and Weston Johnston. Tommy Kaya is 1 for 1 today with that single. Kaya, big swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike. Off the top mitt, both runners go. Weston Johnston makes it with no throw. And that was a similar look to what we saw in game 1, with no throw to home plate. But there was a little hustle by Leighton Reither to cover. Just not much sense of urgency from Springer to try to get it to him.
Yeah, a little bit of uncontrolled hustle there, too, from Springer, losing his footing in the process.
And that'll be a walk for Tommy Kaya, and that's the first batter that Leighton Reither sees, and he gives up a walk.
First and third now for the Wonder Boy for our third baseman. 0 for 1 today. Delayed steal from Tommy Kaya. No play at second. They're going to get Levi Martin at home, though.
A little bit of a double steal action, but Martin can't make it in time.
Martin's not the fastest guy, but being aggressive here. Didn't really have a good jump on that either. Kind of hesitated.
Kaya makes it into second, though, with them reverting to throw back home.
Brendan Bard still has a man in scoring position for him to drive in.
Takes a ball there. Count goes to 1-1.
That's 2 outs that Levi Martin has had on the bases in this game.
Kaya gets a wealthy lead at second base. Bard puts one in play. Throw from third to first in time. Takes us to the end of the fourth. Arkansas Tech does tack on a run, though, and they lead heading into the top of the fourth.
Arkansas Tech University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
Back for the top of the fourth inning. Arkansas Tech leads 6-2. Blake Brinkmeyer, the four-hole hitter, up to the plate. First pitch ball delivered from Daniel Hutchinson. A little bit of cloud cover here now. Sends one to short. Cole Dawson, throw, crossbody.
That would have just been insane if he would have finished that play and recorded that out.
Tough throw, crossbody. Good effort, one bounce, but better run there from Blake Brinkmeyer. Makes it in time for an infield single.
It's been a lot of dinky hits today against Daniel Hutchinson.
Now to the plate, James Bodine, the first baseman. He's 0 for 1 today. Swings at the first pitch he sees in this second at-bat, but can't do anything with it. He had an RBI, though, in that first plate appearance.
Bigger lead here from Brinkmeyer at first.
Ball sent into center field, sizing it up as Kirby Jenkins gets there in time. Retreating to first will be Brinkmeyer. That'll now bring up the other center fielder, Braden Pingle.
Center fielder, number 9, Braden Pingle.
First pitch lays off, but doesn't get the right away from the ump. Ball one.
Brinkmeyer with another big lead at first base. Hutchinson instead going right at Pingle.
Were you ever the type of pitcher to check Often at first or second?
Oh yeah, I'd always keep the runners in check at first.
This one sent down third and foul.
Always thought of myself as someone who had a good pickoff move.
There's some guys I feel like that just never make the move, even if there is a big lead. They kind of just like to stay focused on the task at hand. Nice pitch there, but no call.
They're going to get a balk call on Daniel Hutchinson, not coming set, I believe. Just rolling through his motion. So now Brinkmeyer will go to second. Runner in scoring position now with one out for Pingle.
Haven't gotten a balk call here in a while. Swing and a miss. Follows that balk up with a strikeout. 2 outs now in the inning. Brings up Aiden McAuliffe.
Colo 0 for 1 today. Has an opportunity to drive in a run here. Struck out the last time he faced Hutchinson.
Swing and a miss there. Takes a big cut. Next pitch fired in for a strike. Gains the 0-2 advantage with 2 outs. The 0-2 delivery. Fouled off to the right side. Southern Nazarene just 4 for 14 from the plate so far today. 2 for 8 with runners on. 1 for 5 runners in scoring position, and 0 for 2 with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Hutchinson. That's his 6th. Takes us to the middle of the 4th. We'll be back as Tech leads 6-2. Middle of the 4th is upon us. And leading off for that middle of the 4th, or bottom of the 4th now, is Drew Vega, the redshirt sophomore. He is 0 for 0 today with a walk that came in the 2nd inning. This grounder hit to second, where Vega plays on the other side of the ball. There'll be a 1-pitch out to start the game. Start this bottom of the 4th. Cade Ross fires it to James Bodine.
Now bring up one of the heroes in game 2 earlier today. Derek Rocket had that 3-run bomb in the bottom of the 9th to tie it up.
On deck is one of the other heroes that we'll see this inning, and that is Cole Dawson. One-0 count for Derek Rocket. Make it 2-0. Foul ball by Rocket. Drops the bat on that.
Not as much scoring as I thought there'd be in this game, really in this whole series.
We were pretty firm believers that that first game was going to be an indicator for the rest of this series with the statistics of this Southern Nazarene pitching crew, but 6 runs posted now in both games for the Wonder Boys. Rocket pulls the bunt back.
Whereas Southern Nazarene averages over 12 runs given up a game. Wonder Boys exceeded that in game 1 with 14.
Foul ball. Count goes full, 3-2. Sends one back up the middle. This one will go into center field. Derek Rocket goes 1 for 3 now on the day. And that'll bring up Cole Dawson.
Shortstop, number 13, Cole Dawson.
Dawson 0 for 1 in this one. Got a walk in his first at bat. Stole second base, ended up scoring. Does have the ability to bunt for a hit anytime he wants to. Squared at that first one.
One ball, no strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. Dawson sends one into left center. Chasing after it'll be the center fielder. Can't make the grab. And Derek Rocket's going to round third. Headed to home. Makes it in without a slide. And that is a double for Cole Dawson. An RBI double at that. They extend their lead 7-2.
The hit and run pays off for the Wonder Boys. Cole Dawson with a choppy swing, but it's going to get the job done. Pingle almost made the play in center. Thought he could have. I'll bring up Tyler Sardelli now. He's 0 for 1 in this one as well. Had a walk first time he was up.
First pitch taken for a ball from Tyler Sardelli. Had that walk in the first inning that came around to score. This one floats too high. Can't find the zone. Reither, his pitch solid. He's given up that 1 run in 1 innings pitched. Given up 2 hits. One of those being a double, and that was just to Cole Dawson. That one fired in for a strike. Count goes 2-1. Too far outside. Count goes 3-1. Chance to get 2 runners on base for Kirby Jenkins, who's 1 for 1 on the day. On deck. Does put one in play. It's going to be a can of corn to the shortstop. Taken in for the second out.
That'll be Kirby Jenkins. Up the bat for the Wonder Boys, 1 for 1. Had an RBI single. And a walk the last time he was up. Scored both times. A stolen base as well.
First pitch to him in this AB. It's fired in first strike.
Disagreeing with that call.
I believe he has now seen all 3 pitchers that have played so far for Southern Nazarene. He sends this one into right field. This one might not be a home run. It's close. Same area. And that will be a fly out and take us to the end of the inning. Arkansas Tech leads 7-2. entering the top of the 5th inning. This game will only go to 7, so we have about 3 more to play. Top of the 5th, that'll start with Ryder Scheibelhut, 8-hole hitter. First pitch goes low. Daniel Hutchinson has done a really good job of settling into this game after that first inning. He has pitched to beauty.
Yeah, gave 3 of those 4 hits up in the first 3 hitters in this one. Or he also gave up those 2 runs. Since then, he's really locked in. Has 6 strikeouts now.
He's working on a 7th here. It'll be the 6th to the 7th. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Thought about going, but holds back. Scheibelhut. See another pitch. This one sent foul down the left field side. Gets out of play. Out of reach. Another pitch will be dealt. 2-2 is the count. This one also sent foul, this time the other way. First baseline. Finally earns himself that 7th strikeout after a longer AB. Pushes now to Dominic Garcia as Daniel Hutchinson. 7 strikeouts with just 4 hits to accompany it.
Yeah, good sequence there. Went 2-2 changeup. Got a foul ball. That one cutter. Got another foul ball and then went back to the changeup. Getting the swing and miss that time.
Pitch delivered there for a strike to Dominic Garcia. Drops in, but not good enough for a strike. 1-1 is the count. Garcia had that strikeout the 2nd inning, only a plate appearance he's seen so far. Sends this one on a high bouncer up the middle. Vega makes the play, throw not in time. Probably could have let Cole Dawson make that one, have him running with momentum towards the bag instead of away. But nonetheless, Southern Nazarene picks up a runner from it.
Yeah, I think Dominic Garcia is just a little too fast for that to turn into an out, whether it was Cole Dawson or Drew Vega. Tough play whatsoever. Now it'll be Cade Ross in the top of the lineup with 1 out. Garcia on.
1 through 4 for this lineup is all 1 for 2. Nice first pitch. Can't get rewarded with a strike. And this ballpark sure has went quiet. Not much going on here. Both dugouts as well. Not too much enthusiasm. There's a strike delivered there from Daniel Hutchinson.
Sure, a lot of people are wiped out after the exciting game 1 today.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
They're just ready to celebrate their seniors.
The 1-2 delivery. Fouled off. He's now 4 1/3 through. He's faced 18 batters. Struck out 7 of them. Only walked 1. He's given up hits to 5. Fires in a breaking ball for strike 3 looking. And that'll bring up Josh Bay. as Daniel Hutchinson picks up back-to-back strikeouts.
I'm a big fan of the backdoor breaking ball, righty on lefty or lefty on righty. Hitters usually give up on the pitch early because it is starting in the other batter's box and loops back into the zone.
This one chopped back and fouled by Josh Bay. He's 1 for 2, had a single in the first, came around to score. He struck out in the third, one of the 8. Too low. Count goes 1-1. Sends a high fly ball to Cole Dawson at second base. Makes the grab. Sends us to the middle of the 5th inning. Arkansas Tech leads 7-2. Here for the bottom of the 5th inning, Arkansas Tech gets started with the middleman in Weston Johnston in the middle of the lineup. Will be followed by Levi Martin, then Tommy Kaya. Johnston's 1 for 1 today. Had a double in the first inning, followed by a walk in the third. He scored on both plate appearances.
And now pitching for Southern Nazarene will be Caleb Tucker.
Sends one to short. Play made by Garcia, fires to first in time for a quick out number 1.
Caleb Tucker comes into this one with a 17.47 ERA. He's 0-2 on the year, his 13th appearance. 22 innings pitched. He's given up 52 hits, 44 runs, 18 walks, 13 strikeouts.
3.09 whip. Floats in a breaking ball for strike 1 against Levi Martin.
Giving up 2 runs an inning.
That one skips back behind the catcher. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Close one fired in, but no call. Gets a swing and a miss out of Martin there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
A pretty good breaking ball there, even. Working quickly.
Martin swings in the dirt. It's going to be a toss to first.
Oh, my
over the
God.
head. And Martin's going to advance easily to second base.
Another lapse from Kane Springer behind the plate. He has put on quite the performance defensively in this whole series. Not great back there by any means. Completely lollipopped that one to first, and Martin made him pay. Now on second base for the 3rd time in 3 at-bats.
Kaya sends one to left field. Back to the warning track and brought in by Scheibelhut. And that'll hold Levi Martin at second with a good throw back in, but brings up Brendan Bard.
Bard's 0 for 2 in this game.
First delivery goes behind home plate. Run to third. Can't even pick it up behind home plate cleanly. Springer advances to third. Levi Martin.
I'll simply say it. He's been pretty good hitting-wise, but defensively not making up for that. It's been a tough watch.
Bard ropes one down the third baseline. That'll bring in a run. He's going to extend 2. Makes it in standing and jogging. Great rip there for Brendan Bard. Gets himself a nice hit on senior day and drives in an RBI.
A good piece of hitting there by Brendan Bard, pulling that one down the left field line. Legging out the double.
Drew Vega attacks the first pitch he sees, sends it foul. That pitch can't find the zone. 1-1. It's going to say Vega win. That'll be strike 2. Count moves to 1-2.
Yeah, absolutely did his best to try to hold that one. Can't quite do it, though.
Fouls that one off late. Barely got around in time to foul that one off. Count stays the same at 1-2. Wonder Boys keeping consistent with their hit-to-run ratio. 8 runs, 8 hits. And one error in this game so far, and that's from Southern Nazarene. And that came in this inning. That one bounces behind Springer at the plate. And Bard advances to third with no type of throw.
Good job by Brendan Bard to test the catcher Springer, making sure he got to that ball before he heads home. Caleb Tucker completely spiking that one. Would have been a tough stop for anybody.
Vega sends one to first on a slow bounce. Caleb Tucker covers, and that'll be the end of this inning. Arkansas Tech brings in 1 run to extend their lead 8-2. That's on a Brendan Bard RBI, and we'll be back for the top of the 6th here shortly.
And we're back here at the Baz in the top of the sixth. Daniel Hutchinson still on the mound for the Wonder Boys. David Osana goes into left field for Derek Rocket. Kane Springer at the plate for the Crimson Storm. He's had a rough go at it behind the plate in this series. 1 for 2 in this game hitting wise. Had ripped a single in the first inning for an RBI.
Takes the second pitch strike there. Count goes 1-1.
Hutchinson has been on a groove ever since the first inning where he gave up 3 straight hits and 2 runs. Since then, only given up 2 hits and a walk.
One goes high and foul down the right side. One ball, 2 strikes now.
Daniel's up to 8 strikeouts in this game, searching for his 9th.
This one goes to Brendan Bard, takes that perfectly on a bounce, fire to first. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, and he took a tumble at first, trying to nonchalantly get over the bag over there, and has a little bit more of an awkward walk to the dugout now.
Yeah, Brendan Bard's starting to put a little spice on some of these plays he's making. Deciding to go into a spin move to retire Springer.
Blake Brinkmeyer will take his turn at the plate now. That's the favorable right versus left matchup. Not too favorable as he sends one to Drew Vega. He takes it on a few bounces, fires to first, and that's a quick 2 outs. Comes on back-to-back pitches. Daniel Hutchinson is absolutely feeling it on the mound.
Yeah, I'm loving his energy on senior night, his last time pitching here at the Baz. Last time doing that home cooking.
Now he's facing James Bodine as he sends one foul down the third base line. Arkansas Tech does have a lot of experienced players on this roster, but also a lot of youth. So where do you think Arkansas Tech is going to fill a lot of these voids within the outfield and the infield?
Yeah, I won't be surprised if they go into the portal to try to get a lot more infielders since they're losing 3 key players. Tyler Sardelli, Brendan Bard, and Cole Dawson. Those are also key positions where you need to be excellent defensively.
Swinging out of his shoes, there's James Bodine. Gets out of the inning, and Daniel Hutchinson continues to fire in strikes and picks up yet another strikeout. That is his 9th. Takes us to the middle of the 6th inning. As Arkansas Tech gets the bats back up, leading by 6.
Welcome to St. Mary's Regional Health System, your trusted healthcare partner in Russellville. Since 1925, we've grown alongside our community, providing compassionate care to generations. With advances in technology and a dedicated team, we continue to evolve, driven by our mission of making communities healthier. Thank you, Russellville, for allowing our family to care for yours. St. Mary's Regional Health System, making communities healthier.
Back for the bottom of the 6th inning. Arkansas Tech, this could potentially be the last time they have the bats in their hands. And what a better way to do it than be at the top of the lineup. As it starts off with David Osana, who checked in for Derek Rocket.
It's actually going to be Braden Watkins pinch hitting for David Osana. Senior gets his at bat here on senior night.
Arkansas Tech to lead off the bottom of the 4th for 6th inning. At the plate, number 37, Braden Watkins.
And then on the mound now for Southern Nazarene.
Connor Willis. Comes in with a 15.09 ERA, a 2.74 whip. He's 0-1. He's appeared in 10 games. This will be his 11th, and he's pitched 11 1/3. That one goes too far outside. 1 ball, no strikes, no outs.
Braden Watkins comes into this at bat, batting .283.
That one also goes too far outside. Disciplined eye. There's a strike. 2-1 now. Braden Watkins yet to offer. Travels too far outside. 3 balls, 1 strike with no outs. One sent to first base, covering will be the pitcher Connor Willis, gets there in time. That'll be the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up the shortstop Cole Dawson. And for these seniors, this could be the last time they take an at-bat here at Carl Baswell Field.
Yeah, this will likely be Cole Dawson's last at bat here.
Think Dave shed a tear today?
Absolutely, after that Game 2 walk-off home run from his son Cole. For sure, head coach Dave Dawson got a little emotional.
Cole Dawson even had a smile poke out after hitting that home run. Very rare. So I've heard. Thinks about trying to lay down a bunt, but pulls back just in time. Gains a 2-out advantage in this count.
Yeah, making the third baseman, Brinkmeyer, respect that. He could lay down a bunt for a hit anytime. Has the ability to push a bunt on the right side. First baseman is playing far back.
Three balls to no strikes now for Cole Dawson. I get a pitch to hit here. And that one is delivered as a strike. Pushes the count to 3-1. 4-pitch at bat so far. Good advantage for Dawson. Too high. Cole Dawson takes a 5-pitch walk and will bring up another senior in Tyler Sardelli.
Sardelli 0 for 2 in this game, looking for his first hit. Trying to end his Wonder Boy career here at the Baz with a hit.
Looks like we're going to get through him and Kirby Jenkins for sure. Two of our seniors in this lineup got through all of the top four. Not a great jump for Dawson, but he makes it in time. Brendan Barr might not get another at-bat, but at least in his last one, he did pick up an RBI double. And Cole Dawson, after that last game, he sure has a story to tell for the rest of his life. And then on his senior day at home, he hit a walk-off home run. He's stealing again. And no throw. He picks up 2 stolen bases just in this plate appearance for Tyler Sardelli.
Yeah, he doesn't want just a snack. He wants the whole meal. Trying to take everything he's given last time he's rounding these bases in a real game.
Swing and a miss. 3-pitch strikeout there for Tyler Sardelli. Brings up the graduate Kirby Jenkins.
Kirby's 1 for 2 in this game. Had a single his first at bat, then walked, and lined out to right field. Won't be surprised if he ends his Wonder Boy career here at home with a home run.
Takes a first pitch ball. I'm sure if he gets a nice pitch to hit, he's going to let it rip.
And rightfully so. Slight breeze going to left field now.
That breaking ball drops in. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2/3 pitch so far for Connor Willis. He's given up a walk and he has a strikeout in 3 batters faced. Doesn't decide to go there. Jenkins waves off Cole Dawson, tells him no go.
Catcher Springer's been playing the dirt a lot in this series. Pants ripped today.
Swing and a miss. There was that big cut. Swung for the fence.
Yeah, that's normally Kirby's pitch too. Just a little too anxious on that, ahead of that one.
Can't get a call there. Count pushes to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Breaking ball drops too low, and Kirby Jenkins will work himself a walk. They get runners on the corners now for Weston Johnston.
Pitcher 85, Weston Johnson.
Wonder if Kirby Jenkins will get the opportunity to get a stolen base here.
He's getting a decent lead over there. Looks like he might try to. He's antsy, and he goes. Does not go. Johnston puts the first pitch in play that he sees, flies out to right, and that sends us to the end of the 6th inning. We'll tail over into the 7th. That'll be the top of the 7th, and Southern Nazarene's last chance to make something happen. Back for the top of the 7th. It'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for Southern Nazarene. To start that will be Braden Pingle. He's 0 for 2 today.
Yeah, I'm sure that's just what Daniel Hutchinson wants to see to try to end his complete game route here.
Fires in a first pitch strike. He has 9 Ks. It'd be awesome for him to get 10. Double-digit strikeouts. Another good pitch there. Doesn't clip the zone.
Yeah, through 6 innings, Daniel's given up 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts now. Those 2 runs coming in the first inning. First 3 hitters delivered singles, which ended up scoring those 2 runs.
2 balls, 1 strike. This one's sent to Cole Dawson on a line. Makes a nice little jumping catch. And that'll bring up Aiden McCullough.
It's actually going to be number 9, Trevin Stewart. He had a hit in game 2. Also had a strikeout.
He's playing left field in our previous game. Strike fired in there. Good pitch from Daniel Hutchinson. On deck now is going to be number 14, Makai Gonzalez. He's going to be coming in for Ryder Scheibelhut. This one fouled off over to the Southern Nazarene dugout. No balls, 2 strikes now. Hutchinson comes in to attack right away at these pinch hitters.
Luke Kazi goes out to center for the Wonder Boys. Braden Watkins in left now.
One ball, 2 strikes. The delivery. Too low. This one's sent out to right field with some good action on it. And a nice grab in right field by Tommy Kaya. And we are 1 out away from the series sweep.
Now will be Micaiah Gonzalez for the Crimson Storm. Last opponent Daniel hopefully wants to face. Trying to end this.
Smoking hot foul ball sent out to the right side. Swing and a miss there, too. Pinch hitter comes in swinging away. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Arkansas Tech here with the opportunity to put the series away. Too high.
This will be Daniel Hutchinson's 2nd complete game this year. Looking to pick up his 10th strikeout. His last batter, hopefully.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Gets that strikeout. Number 10, Arkansas Tech picks up yet another win. They improve to 25-18 on the season, 19-8 in the GAC. They creep closer and closer. The University of Arkansas at Monticello. Southern Nazarene falls to 8-33 and 1-26 in conference. Arkansas Tech series sweep. Jonah, what do you think of this series?
Yeah, good on Tech to bounce back after that close game in game 2. Really just had no chance for Southern Nazarene to even compete in game 1 or game 3. Game 2 was a lot closer. Just a major blow up from the Crimson Storm. Good teams beat bad teams, and that's what happened here in this series.
This is likely the last game that we'll have this year as your commentators. Last time we'll be at Carl Baswell Field. Is there any last things you'd like to say?
Yeah, I'm just thankful for the opportunity to do it with you and do it at this beautiful place with this great team.
Thank you, Arkansas Tech. It's been a phenomenal year. Hopefully, Arkansas Tech does really good in the Great American Conference Tournament Championships, which will be coming up soon. Still don't know who's hosting that yet or what seed we will finish with, but that will be determined soon. Arkansas Tech picks up the series sweep against Southern Nazarene with a final in this final game with a final of 8-2. I'm Caden Hauser signing off with Jonah Procott.